Hey guys, welcome you all. This is Sunil Koul. I have again come today with a new topic, and this topic is really beneficial for those who are going for the job interviews for project managers. And these questions are very important, and I hope that you will go through this whole video, and this video will really benefit you. And before going to this video and just starting that this topic and just explaining these questions and answers to you, I actually really appreciate you that you just provide me your suggestions and comments in the comment section there. And in future videos, I definitely will just go through those comments and all and make our videos more effective, and those will be more helpful for you for future there. So let us start then. So the topic is top 7 project management interview questions and answers for 2021. So as the year is ending and we are just welcoming now 2022, but before going for the another year, so let me just discuss these questions with you that have been asked in 2021 and that have proved to be beneficial for the project managers for when they were posing the job interviews. So before just starting this topic, so let me introduce myself. So my name is Sunil Koul, and I started the career in IT from 2006. I'm PMP certified. I have CCNP, MCSC, ITL certified. I have worked with the bigger brands like IBM, AT&T, SCL, and Convergys. I have been training the working professionals throughout the globe and coining solution through media the coining solution. You can reach me through Facebook page and the YouTube channel. So let's begin. The first question you will face in the job interview, not only for the project management, it's for other interviews as well. So this is, please describe yourself. So once you're being asked this question, you should be prepared for this one. And this may little bit vary if you are an experienced person or if you are just a fresher. For a fresher, you need to just give the full description of your college education as well as your the university projects you have to explain there. But if you're a professional, then you need to just describe it in a 2 or 3 sentences only, like your place of birth and a little bit about your education. That is enough. But only thing you have to just keep in mind is that which position you applied for and what they are looking for. Then accordingly, you have to describe yourself. That those critical points only you have to highlight. That will make you suitable for that particular position. So let me come to the another slide here, and that will give you more. So this is the sample answer for this one. When you are a professional. So like here, I just mentioned the place of birth, then given the education, little bit background of my education, how much experience I have with which brands I've worked with, then little bit described about my profile, the projects where what kind of role I played in those projects, how many members I have handled. This is all, and what kind of technical background I have regarding my certifications also. I have given that briefing only, and that is more than sufficient for this particular question. So this question is very important because this will be the beginning. This will be the question which is asked in the beginning only, and if you answer it and you are prepared for it and you answer it as per the position, the the person who is interviewing you, he will get an idea that about your background and all. In that, from that he can make out that what is your technical background, what is your actual experience and all. He can make out from this only. So coming to the another, the second question that I have faced most of the time. You can see 99% of the time this question is asked, and you will also face the same question once going for the project management interview. So this is, what was the biggest or the most challenging project you managed? And this, you should be prepared for this type of question, interview question. And this particular question may come with the additional questions also, like how many people there were in the team, who you are reporting to, how many projects were there in the total when managing at the same time. This will give them the idea that the person who's interviewing, he will get an idea that you have the team handling capability and you have the multitasking skills and all, and you can work under pressure as well. So just answer it accordingly. So before just sting for this, or you just go through your experience and all, and how, what was the biggest project, what was the challenging, you need to just get into through your experience and just see which one was a challenging project and all, and then accordingly you have to answer it. So this question tells about your experience, as I already told you, about your experience of handling the team and your experience of managing the project from end to end, and your work like multitasking skill and working under pressure. So this is the answer you can just expect. Like I have just answered it. Like this was my ArcelorMittal client when I was handling that project. This was a challenging one. Why it was challenging? Because there were multiple technologies involved, like network, telecom, Windows, and all. And this project was to be managed from end to end. Like we have got 20 members of team and I was handling it, and then we have to meet the deadlines also. There were some deadlines also given, and we have to just meet those deadlines and all. And there was some pressure also coming, how you were um, mitigating the pressure and all that should be there. So this, you should be. The third question which is asked is, do you have a budget management experience? So this question is also asked in the interview, particularly for those who are actually working with the vendors and all. And this is the crucial aspect of project management, because budget management is something which goes with the project. And as a project manager, you should manage the project within the budget and the cost that is there. And when you are dealing with the vendors, then this project management is required. So if you are for the service provider, it is rarely there, but when you are working with the vendors, it should be there, that you should be knowing how to do the budget management and all, and you should be involved in the budget management. So once you are going for the project manager position that requires the budget management, then this question, as I told you, this may be asked. And for this, your answer will be like this. You should be having an idea that the project you are managing, what is the total budget of that project, and what was your role in managing the budget there. Like you were approving the expenses when the procurements were done in the projects, you were involved there. And if you were just involved with the vendors, then you should be aware also about the procurement part. And then dealing with the finance department also, coordination is there with the project management, like finance department and the procurement team also there. And if there was some additional funding needed in your projects, then how you were just organizing the meetings and all, then giving the reasons to the project sponsors and just motivating him and satisfying him with your answers, so that the additional fund was being signed for you. So that should be there. A very important question: have you ever failed in a project? Do you have any experience of handling the failures? So what do you think, guys? Should you answer it yes or no? But but I will always suggest you would never think to answer no for this, because this will not be counted as a positive mark in your evaluation. So because this will, if there is some failure or some wherever you are failing, something is failing, and then it will assess your risk management experience if you are able to mitigate that, and how you have mitigated that, and how you have just overcome that particular failure. That will tell you about your risk management experience, and that being a project manager you should have that experience as well to handle the risks in your projects. And risks are always associated with the projects, as you know. So being a project manager, managing the projects there, the risk management capability should be there. So for this question, if you are being asked this question there, so as per my submission, never answer no there. So then think about any project wherever you have faced some trouble, and then accordingly you have to answer. Maybe any event, any activity, any meeting, or any movement in the project where you had a trouble. So the following answer can be there for this question as per me. So I can give you one of the experience, and you can also in the same way highlight your project there, which project you were handling, where you were finding some failures then, and how you have overcome that failure, and how you manage that particular risk there. So just like I have highlighted here, the telecommunication management project. So here what like, and after like what I'm just managing is that uh, the subscriber of that telecom operator could not make the calls even if we have just delivered that project, and then still they were not able to make the calls. So so when we did some tests and all, I everything was green and it was deployed there, but still next morning I got a call from the customer that they were not able to originate the call from their phone. Then, so what happened that even once I got the call from the customer, I called my developers, engineers to come to back to the office and investigate the issue. So even our software engineers investigated the problem. They were not able to get the problem sorted out, and majority of the subscribers were able to do calls without any problem. But some, as I told you, that few subscribers were not able to do the calls. Then our test engineers collect the logs, and then they came to know that there was some issue with the routing that was done there, and it lasted about 6 hours, and then it got resolved. So throughout the day I was so much frustrated. My customer was on my neck and asking the situation each time, and I was trying to update them and just trying to motivate them this issue may be getting resolved, and finally we got it and we resolved the issue. So this should be like how you handle the pressure, how you actually motivate the customer, how you coordinated with your engineers, and finally got the resolution. And this kind of approach or this kind of example should be there for this kind of this question. I hope you will also follow the same strategy when answering this question. The next question again is very important question, because once you are managing the projects you have to monitor the projects as well, and the project should be on track. Projects on the track means that it should meet on not only the budget, it should be under the like it should meet the timelines also. So if suppose if the project is for 3 months, then your project should be just monitored for these 3 months. It should be complete by these 3 months only. And this is done only once you're tracking the project. And how you're going to track the projects, that is the that is something a skill that a project manager should have. It's like once the project manager is asked this question, he is actually assessing your monitoring and controlling skills. And then even you are going to monitor the projects, there should be some tools also. Tools are called the project management tools. So you should have the skills like to how to use those tools also, how to monitor the projects using those tools. So you should have this experience of you can say to run those tools and to monitor the projects through those tools as well. Okay. So one, as I told you, the project manager has to complete the projects a scope that within the time and the budget. And again, the quality levels should not as per the agreed quality levels. So for this, he should have the skills to use the project management tools so that the project should be on time and on budget. So this can be the answer for this one. So as when once we go for the project management, and I have already shared two videos for project management, and one of them is the project planning. So if you go through my earlier videos that I've already shared on my YouTube and the Facebook page, where I just given you the basic knowledge of the project management, and the project planning is the key part of that. So once we are doing the project planning, I take a baseline. I use this baseline to compare the progress of the project and actual values against the baseline within the week, because we have the weekly meetings. We use to generate the weekly status, and then even after fortnight we also generate the reports and share with the management. And this is only the report is generated once we are comparing the progress of the project against the baseline, and that will tell us whether our project is on track or not. And that will also give me the duration and the cost of the remaining activities with my team. And accordingly we can see our budget is met, and we can meet the deadline, or we have to negotiate the deadline. So for this, as I told you, that for managing the project, for monitoring the project, we use the tools. And one of the important tool which we use is Microsoft Excel, which is used to track the issues and the risks there. We can create the logs there. We can assign the resource there. We can set the deadline there. And once the issue is resolved, we can mark them closed. And that log can be prepared using Excel. And then another is the Microsoft Project, a very important tool which is used for creating the project plan. That will give you the idea that when the project task, especially that once the project is there, there will be the multiple tasks, and that each task will be assigned a particular time, and that time is getting tracked with the help of project plan, and that project plan is being made using a Microsoft project. But there is another tool which is nowadays used for Jira software tracking tool, that is nowadays used for agile projects. So agile projects, when we say, then we use mostly the Jira software. And when we say the waterfall project, like the old one, where we use, we can say that once we go for the waterfall method, we use the Microsoft project. Once we go for the agile project, we go use mostly the Jira software tracking tool. So with the help of Microsoft project, as I told you, that project plan consists of the multiple tasks with the baseline values. So we can easily compare the baseline against the actuals, and that will give us the tracking of the time, whether we are meeting the deadline or there should be some extension. And that really helps us to keep the task on track and within the schedule. And once we are using the Jira and all, we can create the dashboards there and check for the tasks which are open, and we can assign those tasks to the assignees there, and accordingly they will work on it. And this not only gives you the management skill, they will also give the technical knowledge of the project manager here, because we are just not going for the baseline, we are going for the issue logs there also. We are also answering some how to monitor, control the projects, like how to compare the actual values with the baseline and all that is being tracked here. So in a brief, I can say, once you are a project manager, you need not to manage the project only, you have to keep the track of the budget, you have to keep the track of the timelines, and you have to be expert in managing it by using some tools, monitoring tools there, to keep the project within the track. So the last and a very important question: how do you motivate the project team as a project manager? Very important question. If the project team is motivated, then we can achieve the goals, because their motivation means a lot for a project to be a success. So let us see. So project team motivation is a crucial for the success of a project. So if the team is not motivated, then you see that we cannot meet the project objectives. Even if the objectives are met, then the project quality will suffer. So this question, as I told, is very important, and it gives the insights about the people management skills of the candidate. So as an answer for this question will be, once we are creating the project baselines, we mark the milestones of the project. And once we are marking the milestones of the project, then we are creating the project plan. And this project plan should be shared with all the project team members. And once we are involving them initially, like we are involving the project team members from right from the beginning, once the project plan is being shared, they will get involved in this project, they will know the goal of this project, and they will try to make this success, because they should be motivated, they will be motivated that they are getting involved in this project right from the beginning. They will have the clear picture about the goal of the project as well. So knowing about the milestones initially, once the project plan is shared, and they will try to achieve it, and once it is being done successfully, we can keep them motivated, we can encourage them by celebrating this. And this can be done by organizing picnic, weekend trips, or giving some amount of allowances and all as a prize or as a mark of appreciation. Also, we can try to celebrate the birthday of each team members. We can organize 30 minutes break for celebration and invite all the project team members to this break. And we have other ideas also, like we can send the mails to their manager that they for their efforts if they have outperformed during the project. And because these kind of mails will be very important for their annual performance evaluation, and they will bring them additional points and opportunities for promotions and all. So once they are getting this kind of reward there, they will be always motivated, and there are high chances that our project will be a success, our milestones will be met. And so such kind of appreciation from, and you can say celebrations, will definitely help our team members to be motivated. And they, once they are also motivated, they will do better to get this project delivered in a better way, and you can say with the standard levels and within budget, within cost, and they will also get the promotion and all. And it is a win-win situation for both the project manager as well as for the whole team, including the project sponsors and all the stakeholders, even can see the client as well. So thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate for your time, and I hope that you need to provide me the valuable feedback. And you can also, as I told you in the beginning, please send your queries through comments. Suggestions are also welcome. Please, and also I will just appreciate if you can subscribe the channel, press the valuable icon there, because this is very important. You can get the notification of the new videos as well, and you will see a lot of informative videos in the coming you can say coming videos will be very lot of videos there. And even I'm just going to start to share the jobs on this channel, so please do like, share and subscribe. Thanks again. Bye.